How does he feel about you? And what are his actions towards you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at his feelings for you, what physical action plans he has for you, for your connection, what his thinking is behind these plans, and then what he will actually go through with most probably. We have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the number, the image, the colors, or the crystal that resonates with you. Timestamps are below. These readings are timeless and should resonate with you no matter what your status in love is currently. I just want to say thank you so much for your support of this light work. It means a lot to be connecting with like-souled individuals like yourselves, like this community. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful for you. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 1 with the orange calcite and the imbalance card. We're looking at his feelings and actions towards you. Let's start with his feelings. Advisor. Oh, wow. That's the High Priestess card. He doesn't mind going to you for advice or going to like someone he values opinion of for advice, whether it's like a therapist, a psychic, a parental figure, a really good friend, an old friend, some sort of expert, professional, someone from your side, a trusted confidant for you, your family member, your friend, but mainly you. He doesn't mind coming to you if he needs help in figuring things out, even in regards to his feelings for you and his feelings for whatever the two of you are taking on. If it's a little bit too much out of his scope and he needs more information in regards to how he feels about something, like for example, if you two are kind of planning to take on a project, take on maybe having an addition to your family, or taking on some sort of responsibility, or moving, or career change, or something that, you know, is pretty heavy and would be really like a heavy, important decision. He wouldn't mind coming to you and asking for your help in helping him figure out his emotions in regards to this situation or decision or opportunity or option, because he trusts that you will tell him, you'll give him good advice to help him figure out how he actually feels about it, rather than just kind of manipulating him and like forcing him to do what you want. And if it's too big, the breadth of this decision is like too wide, he doesn't mind going to like a professional or asking someone else for advice. Like he understands that, you know, figuring out his feelings or what he really wants in regards to certain things isn't his strong suit, and he doesn't mind coming to you for help or to others that might be able to help him and see things from his point of view, like help him decide what he wants, not just kind of force their opinion on them. Wow. So at least from this just first card already, you can tell that your person is really level-headed. Like they know when someone is trying to manipulate them, and versus like someone who's actually trying to help them figure out what they actually want, even when it's in regards to you. Like he knows when you're helping him figure something out, even if it's something that you don't feel the same way about. Okay. I left you before you could leave me. There's a decision. There's a decision here. It kind of makes sense, the imbalance card, like weighing two options or weighing, several options. they don't mind coming to you and being like, hey, I don't really know exactly how I feel about this, or I'm not sure what decision I would like to make. You might have made your stance very clear. You might have made your choice, your opinions like very clear, and you might have stated it very like obviously. But there's something about like he had to kind of step away from the situation because you were too close to it or something like that. Like this, whatever this decision is, like it was too important to you that you wouldn't be able to help but put your own biases on the situation. Or something like you two aren't really seeing eye to eye. Or like maybe he does feel the same way as you, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know how he actually feels, and he doesn't want to just assume that he feels the same way as you. He really wants to take the time to figure out like what does he actually want. Because if he doesn't actually want it, like you two might have trouble in whatever this undertaking is later on. So this is like a serious situation where it's like not a serious situation, it's a serious decision. And he feels like normally he could come to you and maybe he has already asked you, but he's like also seeking external advice outside of the relationship. Maybe he's looking at YouTube videos, maybe he's reading articles and books and asking experts, asking, family members. And he might also, or he might just need some space from you because like being around you, he's going to go along with what you want. So he's trying to really figure out like, what is his point of view on this before you take him to your side, you can easily influence him. And he really wants to figure this out. It's important for him to figure out what his views, his feelings, and his opinions are on this undertaking that you two are possibly going to take. Okay, that was a lot that came through. So pile one, like, yeah, a lot of you might be kind of at a crossroads in the connection right now in regards to how to move forward. Okay, so what is his physical action plan? The cross. Yeah, I think it might have to do with your beliefs, and that's why he really wants to figure out, like, what does he actually believe? It might have to do with religion. It might have to do with spirituality. It might have to do with what he believes is right or wrong, his where he stands morally on this issue, what he feels is the right thing to do for him in his perspective, in his life. Yeah, so I do feel like he feels like he has a responsibility to figure out what his beliefs are, what he feels is the right thing to do. He does feel like he might probably end up going with whatever you also believe. Like he feels like, I get this really like strong sense of feeling that he agrees with you. But even so, he still wants to take out the time to figure stuff out for himself, to be extra super sure that this is coming from him and he's not just being influenced by you. I think he's like, oh, it's time for me to figure out where I stand on this issue. Or maybe like in regards to everything. Maybe this is like a blanketed like belief, like spirituality crossroads he's at, like where he really has to think about like what is it that he actually believes. Maybe it's about life and death, or it seems like something like every man should figure out for themselves kind of thing. So this is something that like he does understand that he needs to figure out for himself. He can't just listen to other people. This is something he can listen to other people's opinions and then form his own opinions, but this is something he needs to figure out for himself. And I think you will definitely agree with that. I have like the sense that like you're like, yeah, you should. You should figure this out. But like hurry, because like, I want to make a decision or something like that. 5 of Wands, yeah. It's going to influence a lot. Like with the 5 of Wands here, like whatever he decides is going to have a lot of influence on this connection. it might be the difference between staying with you or leaving. It might be lifestyle choice. It might be some sort of issue you two are having. It might be like some sort of bad habit. It might be something more severe than just a bad habit. How you want to raise your kids. If you feel right about this kind of decision or not. There's a lot going on here, and it's definitely going to affect the future of this connection. And that's why I feel like you're a little bit antsy, but you also want to let him take the time to like figure this out, like, for sure. It could also be whether he believes in soulmates, whether he believes that this is true love and this is something that you two should work together on, or if this is something that he feels is like a deal breaker and that he needs to go on his separate way. Or it could be that, you know, whatever this undertaking is, like having another kid, or, you know, like I said before, like, how are you going to raise that kid? There's like some differences of opinions. There's like some morality coming through, like, but I feel like both of you are so understanding. It's kind of, it's unusual to have this much understanding with your partner on something that is such a big divide, or such a big potential divide. Because still, again, I feel like he still like agrees with you, but at the same time, he's like, I need to figure stuff out myself. Okay, so let's look at the mental process behind this plan of his. Help appears in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forgot to look to the support systems that are with you continually. So this is literally saying like he wants to feel confident that it's not just the two of you. This is, you two are in a family, you two are in a community, you two have other people that you can go to. You have spiritual leaders, you have teachers and mentors and professionals and family that love you, friends that love you, people who've gone through similar things, people who might understand the two of you very deeply. This doesn't have to be like just you two. There's like other people around you that can be used for support and for information. Very interesting. I'm like, sorry, I'm stuttering so much. It's just like, this reading requires more than the 8 cards that I'm going to pull, you know? Like, it's a very deep reading. Sorry if you wanted a more lighthearted reading, but like, it seems like what's happening between the two of you, it's really like a crisis of consciousness. Like, it's really like an existential issue, like something of that, like, I feel like every man needs to kind of figure out at some point, or look at some point in a more serious way. Yeah, this is gonna answer a lot of questions for the two of you. I'm getting like teeter-tottering. I feel like the two of you have been going back and forth about a lot of things. Maybe you two are planning stuff for the future. And this is like one of those big decisions that's like, you know, it's like kind of like, do you want children? Do you not want to have children? You know, if you two come from different religions, like how you're going to raise the kids. Like, it's like one of those like big decisions. Maybe even abortion, or lifestyle choice, and how you decide to what kind of love partnership are you two going to have? Are you two going to be the partnership where you're going to be able to work through this and a lot of other similar issues that might arise in the future? Or are you two kind of like, this is a deal breaker, and, we could work through this, but it would take too long and it would take too much effort, and maybe we're better off not with each other. Whoa, this is a really intense. I'm sorry, Pal, but it's just like, if this is your energy, you probably don't mind that I am picking up on it. If not, you could probably pick another pile, but there's probably a message in here for you if you pick this pile. I intended this to be a more lighthearted reading, but hey, it seems like big things are happening for you in love, and that's always a positive thing, because there's more clarity on the way. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. With the High Priestess and now the Queen of Cups, there's a lot to do with your intuition, your spirituality, your gut feeling. He's trying to figure out like his intuitive feelings about this situation you two are in. And he's asking people for help, but he knows at the end of the day, it's going to be an answer that comes within him. So he might be asking friends, he might be asking family members, he might be looking up videos, he might be asking different trusted individuals. He might be even asking you. At the end of the day, he knows that the answer has to come from within him. And he wants to know too. He's like, who am I? Like, where do I stand in this? Like, what do I believe? It's probably something important to know if you want to move forward in a relationship in this way, right? Okay, and so what action will he most probably actually take in regards to this connection? Conclusions are within reach, and it came in reverse. He's still not sure yet. He still needs to figure things out, but he is actively trying to figure things out. Oh, wow, the Tower card. Okay, that's a bit shocking. Okay, so because conclusions are within reach came out in reverse, I do feel like he knows he has to figure this out, sooner rather than later kind of thing. But I'm getting that he's going to wait too long. And so instead of it coming easily to him, it's going to come in a very harsh way. Sorry to say. Power 1, well, that's the most probable way. If he doesn't not make up his mind, if he doesn't take the time out to figure this out for himself, go on nature walks, meditate, listen to calming music, just give yourself some prompts, journal, talk to people. He does want to talk to people. He is trying to like reach out to people. He's trying to, do something, but he needs to take proactive measures to figure out what he actually believes. I do feel like maybe you two are kind of, maybe thinking about terminating a child, or maybe terminating life support, I'm hearing, or what to do with a pet. What to do about marriage, what to do about faith. Children is a big one. I feel like for most of you, this is a situation about children. But it's the blanketed message here is that like the undercurrent of this whole thing is how the two of you will carry out your romantic love relationship in the future. Like you two will often get prompt like this in the future, and you need to figure out like who you are and what you believe. So even if you have disagreements about what you believe in the future, at least you know what you believe. So at least you can, argue about it, discuss it, make points about it, come to a conclusion, figure out a solution, figure out a compromise, right? But if you don't know where you stand, how are you going to bring what you want into the connection? So I feel like that's the situation with your person right now, pile 1. I don't know why I said 4. he needs to figure out what he believes, who he is, what he believes, because whatever the two of you are dealing with right now, because it seems like a heavy decision, you're going to continue having heavy decisions in your life every once in a while, right? And so if you don't know who you are, what you believe, and what you stand for, you two can't work together. You can't figure things out. And he can't just keep going along with what you say or what you believe. And so this is a situation where with the Tower card, like, it's going to come in a harsh way. So you two might even like end up taking space from each other while he figures this out. If you're in a relationship or dating, this might come as a shock or unexpected. If you two are in little to no communication, or you're just friends, or you're just, or this is someone new coming in, it comes as a shock that you two are kind of put to the test immediately. And Spirit's like, the universe is kind of like, gives you a huge challenge right off the bat. It's like, hey, can you two actually come together? Do you know yourselves well enough to enter a love relationship at this time? Have you figured yourself out enough? So pile one, this turned deeply philosophical. I apologize, but I mean, if this was for you, if this resonated for you, I think you will definitely understand what Spirit is trying to say here. I'm trying to like piece it together. Sorry, I spoke so like brokenly during this reading. It's just like I'm trying to like put things together. It's so much information, and I don't even fully have it all pieced together. But like, if this message is for you, you'll definitely understand where it's coming from. You'll definitely know what it means to you, how it resonates with you. It's a lot. It's heavy. But not necessarily bad. It seems like a good thing. Like, yeah, he should figure out who he is, what he wants, and what he believes if he wants to be in a relationship with you. It seems like you do, or you mostly do, and that's the issue here. It's like you're ready for the next step, and he isn't completely. All right, and it seems like you're understanding, and you're just waiting now. Like, yeah. All right, pile one, I hope this was helpful. If you like this reading, if you resonated with it, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile two, the Fluorite and the Rise card. We're looking at his feelings and actions towards you. Let's start with his feelings for you at this time. Competition, 5 of Roses. Okay. Interesting. So I feel a little bit of jealousy. It's not intense, and it might not necessarily be over other potential romantic interests. It could just be a little jealousy over other things taking up your time and energy and focus. It could be work. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be other interests you have, like other hobbies or passions, projects that you're working on. Yeah, and it could also be other potential interests. But it feels like for some of you, like yeah, you might grab a lot of attention of the opposite sex, and maybe people respect you or respect your work or respect your kindness, like the way that you help others, the way that you lead others. Maybe you're just really good at your art, whatever that is, whatever you're creative in. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, it's not other people. It's the fact that you love what you do, or that you love hanging out with these people. You have a really good connection with these people, whatever it is, like your coworkers, your friends, your family, your communities, whatever you like doing. Maybe you really like your work, or maybe you really like your life, like the little projects that you're working on. There's a little bit of envy and jealousy there about that. So it could be other people, like, yeah. Maybe because, like, it's also kind of getting this energy of, like, maybe it's because of the potential that you have, like the potential to get someone who's more successful or good looking. You have the potential to be successful in your career, or maybe you have heard you have a family or something. Like, maybe you're lucky, they consider you lucky for having close cousins or siblings or parents or friends or something like that. They're like, yeah, you have the potential for more out of life because you like these things, you have these things. There's a little bit of a jealousy and envy there. I want to be more than friends. They feel like you always see them, whether this is true or not, that you always see them as just like friend level. So you might actually just see them as a friend, or you two might have been friends for a very long time, or even if you two are dating or in a relationship, it feels like you two act more like friends than you do a romantic couple. For some of you, like for some people that works. For some people, they have, more goofy friendship type of relationship, and that works for them and they like it. That's perfectly fine. But I feel like your person, they want more. I'm getting they want more from you, and they also want to be more like you. They also want to, like, be passionate and have things like that you do. This jealousy and envy, like, it's more than a lover's, jealousy. It's deeper than that. Yeah, but at least between the two of you, it feels like you act more like friends, or you act more casual than they would like. Okay, so what are their physical plans, or what is their physical action plan? Key. Oh, interesting. I'm getting I want to lock you down, or I want to level up into the next level of our connection before you can escape me. Not in like a creepy, like, let me lock you in a room kind of way, but like kind of like they want to lock you down. They want to get you a house. They want to get you married. They want to wife you up. And they want to level up the connection so it's grounded in, like the connection is grounded in. Okay, so what does the key say here? Access, opening doors, solution, importance. And they also believe that you are the answer, the key. We see answer and solution here. That would open these doors for them having these things, them having stronger connections with others, them having things that they are more passionate about, or feel, having a job that they love more, or feeling like they look good, so like people are attracted to them as well, that they have a lot of potential in life as well. So they feel like if they stick with you, you're going to show them that potential. The Magician card, it came out in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like they feel like, because it came out in reverse, I feel like it's your energy. They feel like you're a magician, that you're really you have really strong manifestation abilities, that you are able to actually do the things that you say. Like, you're able to dream big and actually manifest those goals. So they're like, if I stick with you, if I stick with Pile too, like, I'll go places too. Okay. But I do get the sense that they want to, like, lock you down in whatever whatever way that makes sense for your connection. But I'm not feeling anything negative here, not in any negative way, but like, they're like not too manipulative either. It's just kind of like, I'm so lucky to have Pile 2. If I somehow manage to get her to want to be with me or level up with me, then, my life it's gonna open so many doors for both of us, and my life included. Nothing negative here. They don't want to bring you down. They don't want to like lock you away and throw away the key or anything. No, they're just like, I'm so lucky to have someone like that in my life. Why would they want to be with me? If they want to be with me, I shouldn't be stupid. I should do something to lock this down now or level up the connection now. So that way we have these opportunities together. And maybe some of her magic will rub off of me, More likely than not. All right, so what's the mental process behind this? What was his thinking behind this action plan? Keeping it in check. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. So I just got that, like, hey, while Pile 2 is distracted, let me try to level up this connection. Because they're like, I feel like there's so much happening around you right now, Pile 2. If not, then Spirit's saying like pretty soon, like you'll be pretty happy with all the beautiful chaos that's gonna surround you, with you being like pulled in this direction and that direction, all because of successful energies, prosperity energies. And like while you're kind of distracted with all the awesome things that you're doing, all these cool things that are happening in your life, he's like, hey, this is a good time to kind of sneak in a ring, or sneak in a house, or sneak in a kid, or sneak in like this leveling up of our connection, moving, locking things down, getting her to say yes to this project, this undertaking, because your focus is so diverted to different projects that you are doing so well in right now, Pile 2. Which I feel like this is his shadow self speaking now, because he's like, oh, while she's distracted with all the awesome things that are happening for her, I should like sneak in and lock this down somehow. Oh my goodness. The Lovers. But that's like the most evil he can get, right? It's just like, like only if, like, I feel like he's like thinking of these things, but he's like, only if I was like that, only if I was mean enough or cruel enough or acted on my shadow self enough to do that. But I'm not manipulative. I know like Pile 2 deserves this. She's been working so hard on these things, and like she deserves all the success and all the good things that are happening for her, all the good connections and all the happiness. Like she deserves that. He really does truly love you, but if he was a different man, he would be like, I see this like mischievous, like, I'm gonna like lock her down, and while she's distracted, I'm gonna let her sign the papers and she's not even gonna know. So that's funny. But he does actually like love you. He also feels like he's like good for you. So it's not just like a one-way thing. You're not just like giving him opportunities and things like that, opening doors and solutions and stuff. He's also gives you like security. He gives you stability. He feels like he looks out for you, while you're in this whirlwind, this chaos of success energies, and it's awesome, you're loving it, but you're also like a little bit too busy. Like I'm getting like, you might forget to eat, and he picks up the, lunch for you too, or something like that. Like he's like, but what would she do without me? This beautiful chaotic woman in this whirlwind of success right now. Like he feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like he's also like good for you though. He feels like Like, even if you could attract really successful, good-looking men or whatever, good opportunities and whatever, like, how many of those people would take care of you in the way that he does and stuff like that? Look out for you, protect you, listen to you, things like that. All right, so what will he actually go through with? What action will most probably actually take place? Nothing will come of this situation, and it came in reverse. So I feel like that's his energy being like, I'm too much of a wuss to make things happen. This is the right opportunity. Like, I should have took my chance when I had it. Now the ball's in her court, and now I have to wait for her to be ready to move the connection in this direction that I want it to go in. Like, she's so busy right now. Like, when will she ever have time to take care of me? Because, like, I do feel like you want him to be happy too, and you want to be there for him as well, but you're entering a really busy time in your life, pile 2, and a really successful, very, very prosperous one too. So he sees this kind of like opening, and he kind of can see that, like, oh, this isn't going to get like less busy for you. It's just going to get more busy and more chaotic for you, at least like in this like time frame, this foreseeable near future. And so he's like, oh, this is my window. Like, we can just get everything done now before it gets more crazy. And I can be with her along for the ride, or I could not do anything and let her tell me when she's ready. And then, who knows when that will be. Maybe I just added 3 years onto our timeline, So he's like worried that nothing will come of this. Like, he won't take any action, but it came out in reverse, so it seems like he will take some sort of action. It feels like with the nine of wands in reverse, like, he put too much into you. Like, he invested too much into this connection to kind of let it all go, or to kind of let more time pass without him getting what he wants in the connection as well. So I'm getting with these both cards coming out in reverse, like, sooner rather than later, it's gonna build up so much that it's just gonna like pop. He's just gonna pop, and he's going to just come out and take action. And that action will probably be just like, hey, let's just get married. Like, there's not ever going to be a right time. Let's just have kids. There's never going to be a right time. Let's just move. Let's find a new home and move now. Like, it's never going to be a right time. Like, it's just going to keep getting chaotic. Like, let's just do it. And I get this like image for most of you, like, that you're going to be like, yeah, you're right. Like, let's do it. Like, I'm so happy to have you. I'm so glad to have you to think of these things. Like, yeah, let's do it. By the way, like, I want to be there for you more. Like, can we talk about this? Like, maybe we can spend more time so I can be there for you as much as you're being there for me. It opens up this whole thing. And, like, I do feel like he eventually steps up, and it happens sooner rather than later because the cards came out in reverse. And that, for me, means sometimes that it's, like, the energy is happening now or very soon. And he's about to pop, like, very soon. Like, he's like, it's building up. It's building up within him, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing it's building up, and he's getting a little bit angry. He's getting a little bit frustrated because he's going to take action. It's going to, make him take the action that he wants to take. And guess what? It's an action you want him to take too. You're just kind of too busy to kind of do it yourself right now. So, yeah, pile 2. Very interesting situation. Let me know if this resonated, if you like this reading. Yeah, very, very detailed, specific readings this go around. But yeah, I would love to hear if this is your specific situation, because it's so specific. All right, pile 2, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Leave me a like or comment if you like this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile 3, for the Carnelion and the Raw Intention card. looking at his feelings and actions towards you. So let's look at his feelings for you right now. Ooh, the Fool card, the contestant. Okay. So, raw intention too. Like, it's just like, it feels like something just kind of coming onto the scene. Like, I feel like it's like a big bang. Like, it's just like something is just starting and it had so much energy behind it. So much so that, like, whatever is starting between the two of you is very magical. Anytime that there's that much energy behind an explosion like that, it's like at the initial stages, it's just so filled, packed full of magical energies, a lot of signs, synchronicities, and a lot of like you're really super connected to the divine. So you're just like on cloud 9. Everything seems like it's going perfect. All the colors are vibrant, and you know, whether it's like love or divine energies or actually the like big bang, like it just feels like there's so much energy to make this happen between the two of you. That's just kind of the energy I'm feeling right off the bat. Okay, so I love you unconditionally. Okay, so right now I'm getting, first of all, it's something right now. I'm getting it's now. They just realize that they love you. So this could be like love at first sight if this is someone new coming into your life. For some of you, I do feel like this is someone new. For others of you, this is like someone that like it just hit them like, oh my goodness, I love pile 3. And now they're on cloud 9 because they had like something might have happened. It might have been just something so small, so subtle, that, you know, changed them from, hey, I really deeply care about this person and I love them, to like, no, I am deeply in love with this person and they are the one and I'll be miserable without them. Like, I have to make them my wife. There's like that switch over that happens. And that's what happened to them. So yeah, I do feel like this kind of like explosion of love energies that is happening for your person, pile 3, in regards to you. Wow. All right. So what are their plans? What are their physical action plans now that they have this like realization? Man, oh wow, yeah, like that's the masculine energy. Husband, yeah. It's almost kind of like going from a boy to a man. You know, like I feel like a lot of people, they can pinpoint when they became like an adult. You know, when they went from like a girl to a woman, from a boy to a man. It's like, oh, this decision or this experience or whatever, or like, you know, it might be something that was like one day, or it could be something that like lasted a few weeks, a few months, something like that. But it's like, oh, that's when I became a man. Like, that's when I became an adult, or that's when I fell in love. That's when I like changed so wholly and completely that I cannot ever go back to who I was. That kind of intense change. Okay, number 28. Yeah, a specific male or masculine energy. Yeah, where he feels like he's the one for you, or you're the one. She's the one for me. Okay, whoa. So where's his actions in regards to that? Temperance. Okay, he wants to play it right. So he's ready to take big moves, but he's going to do it, I'm getting so suave. Like, he's going to bring it up so nonchalantly, like just, hey, like, I love you. I want to be with you. I want us to take the next step. What is that next step for you? What if it's like this? What if we go on vacation? What if we, you know, go on a date this weekend and figure that out? What if we talk about this, plan for this? What if we move here? There's something about him like planning big moves and then bringing them up so casually in conversation. and like a sequence of big moves for the two of you. This is someone who's like standing up and being like, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to lead this connection. I'm going to propose different things that we can do to move this connection forward. You know, I'm going to get her opinion on it. I'm going to bring it up at dinner tomorrow. I'm going to bring it up again next week. I'm going to bring up this other thing soon too. Like, he's taking charge and he's moving this connection forward. He's in love and he has a lot of ammunition right now to move the connection forward. So he wants to lead. I'm hearing from you. Like, if he wants to lead, let him lead. All right. Okay, so what's the mental process behind these action plans that he has? Breakthrough to new dimensions. Yeah. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. I literally, oh my goodness, that is so crazy. I was literally like, oh, I was like bursting on to the scene, like bursting into existence, like, you know? Wow. Okay, so a new endeavor is on the horizon. Yeah, so I feel like he has a game plan. I'm getting like 1, 2, maybe 3 big moves he wants to make in regards to you, in regards to this love connection, in terms of leveling this connection up. Yeah, he's very excited. He's very motivated. He's very serious about it. Very serious. No nonsense. But he is bringing it up with a lot of grace, humility, and suave. I keep getting suave. I don't know why. Yeah, he's being very... It's very sexy. Prepared to be turned on, pile 3. But I feel like he's like... The way he's bringing it up in conversations, the way he's talking to you about it, the way he feels so certain, so secure, so confident about the ideas that he's bringing through, the ideas that he's proposing, the plans that he has for the two of you. He feels so sure of himself, and that makes you feel, yeah, like, that's hot, like, that's very appealing to you, but that also makes you feel confident that he knows what he's doing and that it's the best course of action for the two of you. Wow. Child of Wands, yeah. That's someone who's ready to take adventures, start new things. So I would think that he is ready. Like, the Child of Wands, the Page of Wands, I usually see as someone who's excited for new adventure, but may not have, like, you know, may or may not have the best adventures lined up. You know, just kind of like shooting in the dark sometimes, you know, just seeing what sticks. Or just ready for any kind of adventure, but don't really have like a set plan yet. But for this Page of Wands, I'm kind of getting that, like, he might kind of come to you casually with like a smaller game plan first, and yeah, to get something, I'm hearing, to get something going right away. Because the other plans he has are much bigger. Like, it's like, you know, trying to move towards like marriage or more serious, deeper commitment. Trying to move in together or move to a bigger place. He's trying to level up in his career even. He's trying to plan for a family, or to have a more entertainment for friends and family. So I'm getting like he has big plans for the two of you, taking on big projects, maybe even a business, maybe even like a creative project for the two of you, between the two of you, maybe even something like a wedding, or maybe even something for like your grandkids or your children or something like that. He has some grand plans, and he's gonna keep bringing them up during conversation, maybe once a week, maybe at dinner here and there. But while those bigger plans go underway, and it might take a while to like get those bigger plans, you know, have like physical representations, like to see the projects in the physical right away. You had to do a lot of planning, a lot of moving things around, moving money around, moving getting a lot of contracts and stuff like that. While those big plans are underway, he wants to get something going right away. Immediately. He's in love. He just found out he's in love. He wants something to happen right now. He has big plans, but those are going to take longer to manifest. He wants something to happen right away. All right. So let's look at actions that he will most probably actually take. Because, a lot of people say things, but then what they actually do might be different or a little bit, or like a different version of it, or maybe not at all. So let's see what his most probable actions will actually be. All right. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, so I feel like because it came out in reverse, this is going to happen immediately. I feel like there's a little bit of a holdup. Yeah. I feel there's a tiny pause just because he doesn't know if he should go for the big goal first or something little first. But he feels like the big goals are more important, so he goes for that first. He brings that up. He wants to put in actual physical proof that he's working on these plans, what he wants. He's asking you what you would want, but it takes him a second to be okay, I'm in love with her. I want to do these big things, but it's going to take a while. What can I do that's more immediate? And so he kind of backtracks a little bit, realizes this, figures something else out, and takes action on that. Temperance, yeah, see, Temperance in reverse, yes. Okay, so Temperance in reverse has always meant, for me, as a tarot reader, as a risk, he's willing to take a risk. So I feel with the bigger things, he's willing to be more patient. He's willing to kind of figure out the details of it and put your opinions and what you want, take what you want into consideration. And it takes time to kind of plan these things. But for the now, in the immediate future, I'm getting he's willing to be a little bit more risque and, have a little bit more fun and just kind of do something more fun. And I don't know, he doesn't know if you'll like it or not, but he's just let's just do this. I'm getting something more like a quick trip. He might book a trip for a weekend without asking you if it's okay with you or not, or if you like that place, something like that. He might plan a dinner date with you, whether or not knowing you'll even be available, or if you would want to even go there, something like that. I feel he's gonna plan something quick like that. It could be getting you a puppy or something like that. I'm not getting buying a house or buying a car without your input. Something more, but something like that profound and immediate without asking what you would like. It could be something like that, but I feel for most of you, it's something like planning a date or a quick weekend trip without your knowledge, not knowing your schedule or anything like that, or not knowing if you'd want to go or not, if you'd have something to wear or not. Oh, interesting. So I do expect pile 3 for your person to plan something fun and exciting for you in the very immediate future. And this may come after he brings up some more serious long-term plans and goals with you that he is taking the lead on and wants to make sure it happens. So he's taking the lead on it because he wants to. He's excited to, and he wants it to happen sooner than later. So he doesn't mind taking on more of the responsibilities in regards to getting that long-term thing going. But in the meantime, he also has some other exciting plans that might be unexpected. And I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like, I feel like you'll see his energy, his efforts, and you'll be touched by it. You'll be excited too. And there's more where that came from. I'm hearing from Spirit. So pile 3, very happy for you, very excited for you. What a fun time in your connection. For like 1 or 2 of you, I'm getting like, now he falls in love with me. Like, where was he before? Where was he at before this? But for most of you, I'm getting like, you know it, you can feel it. This is a good heads up kind of reading from Spirit for you. But yeah, if you resonate with it, if you like this reading, I really appreciate a like or comment. It means a lot to me. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. With the Ocean Jasper and the Now card, we're looking at his feelings and actions towards you. Let's start with his feelings. How does he feel about you right now? Oh, the Lovers. I love that. And the fireworks. I like how they have their pinkies linked. Feels like there's like a pinky promise being made. So I do feel like there's a lot of beautiful energies in your connection with your person right now. They have a lot of love for you. They feel excited. The smallest gestures on your behalf is, expanded tenfold in their mind. They're, thinking about things over and over again in their mind throughout the day, throughout the whole week. Little things that you did to make them smile, even your smile, little jokes that you said. Anything that you did to touch his hands or his arms or his shoulders or whatever, his face, like burned in his mind. But yeah, he's just like kind of feeling very elated, like just so super happy with this connection. You make him so happy, and every little gesture is like remembered and makes him feel all like giddy and happy and warm inside. So whether this is a new connection or a connection you've been in for a while, it feels like it does feel like a physical contact connection. So someone you physically see in person. It definitely feels like the love has been sparked again. They're in that really like honeymoon period in regards to you. I love you. Oh, that's so cute. I feel like you have told each other, so I feel like this is a mutual feeling between the two of you. You both are kind of like, oh, I love her and she loves me. This is great. Makes the world go around. I love this. That life is so perfect right now. Nothing can go wrong. You're feeling super confident. You're just killing it in life. Everything seems perfect. All right. So, wow. And it's like now, like I feel like, yeah, this energy is happening now. You can definitely feel there's an intense amount of beautiful divine love energies between the two of you. All right, so let's look at their physical action plans towards you at this time. Fish, wealth, abundance, prosperity. We even have business in there. Let's see. 34. Success in money, flow, or entrepreneur. Yeah, I felt that. Immediately. I said like you're just killing it in life. That's the message Spirit was sending me. But I'm like, oh, that's kind of awkward to bring up in like a love reading. But Spirit was like, no, like this energy is so good that they're in, both of you, that you may actually see so much abundance and success and an uptick in your finances, in your income, in your money flow. yeah, so at work, or if you have your own business, or if you're working on a creative project, like you can see those things just kind of take off at this time, because you two are also in that really, really good divine love energy. Okay. And I keep saying divine love energy because this is like really, I'm getting very, very pure, very, very real, true, authentic love. Wow. All right, so their action plans, the star cards, they want to bring the stars to you. I feel like both of you are really, really aligned. The stars have aligned for the two of you, for sure. You two are very aligned in terms of your like life purposes. You two can understand each other's purpose in life, goals in life. You guys both dream big, or you have very big expectations of yourself. You want to reach your potentials and you feel like you can. Also, Spirit wanted to say this could be someone new coming in. So this is someone you're physically in contact with, so whether it's a new connection or you've been in this relationship for a long time, or this is someone coming in. It could be someone new coming in, or it could be someone coming back. Yeah, but this is a physical contact connection. Someone that you will see physically and be around each other physically. Okay, so star card. Yeah, so this person definitely feels very aligned with you. You both kind of like agreed. I feel like you have agreed upon contact. You both agree with each other's dreams, goals, ambitions in life. It's very synergistic. You both just, it's like everything just kind of fell into place. All right, so let's look at the thought behind these physical actions, because I feel like they want to help you achieve your dreams, and vice versa. You want to help them achieve their dreams, whether it's a dream that's like individual or together. I do feel like it's kind of like working together. You two will be working together, whether it's like working together in a business, or you two working together to help each other in each other's businesses or in each other's work, career situations, or some sort of other goals in life. But I feel like for most people, it has to do with career or money and material wealth. Yeah. Monetary wealth, material wealth, career success, business success, something like that. Yeah, for the most of you. Bring the stars to you. For some of you, you already have a success, but it's kind of like you want it all. So it's like you want career, work, business success, and monetary success, but also monetary prosperity, but also something else. Like maybe you wanted family as well, or you also wanted to get married, or you wanted to have a really lively social life, or live in a different country, or live a more quiet life, or whatever it is. Like I feel like you have, for some of you have this already, but you wanted to have it all, and for you wanted this and that, and this person allows you to have that, or understands that and wants the same things. Yeah. Okay. So what is the mental process behind these plans of his? Childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. I love it. I love it, love it, love it when Spirit confirms exactly what exactly the message I just channeled. Because I feel like, yeah, like you two want to help each other in terms of, career, money, success, whatever, business, but you also want to have it all, and whatever that means to you. And I'm getting this like giddiness, like, oh, this person wants exactly all the same, or almost exactly all the same things that I want, or very similar. Like finally I can relax knowing that I'm with a partner who wants the same things as me. Childlike devotion, it makes you actually feel like excited to be with each other. Like even a little bit of your like playfulness, your childhood, like inner child playfulness comes out with each other, and it never does. I feel like both of you are very serious or very romantic or very, like, whatever undertaking you take with a lot of seriousness. So whether it's a relationship, whether it's a work project, whether it's a creative hobby project or whatever, an event that you're planning, or a relationship, a friendship, or a family relationship that you're working with, or whatever the situation is, like, you always take it so seriously, so matter-of-factly, because it's like you're always like butting heads with other people. I think you think very differently. I think you're like a very unique soul. You have your own way of looking at life and whatever. So it's so it's such a relief and such a joy to find someone who is on the same page as you, pile 4. And so, you know, there's a lot of giddiness. There's a lot of pinky promises, like, yeah, let's do this. Let's try to do this, try to do that, you know. And both of you are so super multi-talented, which is why you two are like the unicorns of your family or friend group or your workplace or whatever, you know. Like, you two know it too. So, like, the two of you coming together is like, someone who can, like, fulfill all those check boxes, or like most of them, or something like that. It just works. It works. And I feel like both of you have had previous romantic relationships where it's just like the love was there, but like you're so multi-dimensional, pile 4, that it's like you need someone who can like work with you on multiple levels, because you are multi-talented, you are multi-dimensional. All right, let's see the thought. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles. There's a sense of immediately making you my home. You are going to be my home. I immediately need to form a home with you. So whether that's in the physical sense or in some sort of emotional sense or some sort of other way, like, they have this like definite knowing with absolute certainty that they have to make you their home base. So I feel like their plans involve, like, there's something about like setting up home base immediately so that you two can work on all these other things. Okay. So let's look at the action he will most probably actually take, you know, because you know, people plan a lot and then sometimes they do something completely different. They don't even go through with that plan, or they do like a version of it, or they do like a partial version of it. So, you know, having a plan and then what actually happens in real life sometimes is not the same. But let's look at what his most probable actions will be. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, so this is there's a quote that I heard recently where it's just like, I found the quote, but I thought it had to do with love, but it doesn't. But it says, the difference between school and life, ? In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. So I'm getting with your commitment is being tested. Like, the first thing that popped in my mind, what from Spirit is that, yes, you found each other and now we're going to test you. So it feels like they want to make you their home base. You two like just feel like, yes, this is the one. This is it. We work so well together. We just vibe. And then you two are tested right away. How so? The Empress. Okay. There's one thing I'm getting. Everything is the same or similar in what you want for the future, but there's one thing that you two do not agree on, and that's your test. Because you know how it's like someone random could betray you, like a stranger could betray you, and it's just like, oh, like that sucks, but like you kind of move on. But like if your friend or someone who's really close to you betrays you, it like hurts deeper. I see this all happen all the time. It's like if you have a disagreement with someone who doesn't have the same opinion as you, you're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. They have a completely different opinion than me. But if you have two people who have similar opinions, you like the two people can get into arguments over like the smallest different detail. So I'm getting that kind of energy, like, because the two of you have so many things in common in terms of your long-term goals, and the way that you two want to kind of move this connection for, like, how you see the future for the two of you going. When there's one thing that like you two might not agree on, it kind of like upsets the both of you, right? Because it's like, oh no, this person was so perfect, but there's this one thing that she doesn't agree with, or that he doesn't agree with, that just like breaks us apart. It's like, oh no, it would have been perfect if it was just for that one thing. But that's the test. The universe is like, you literally found someone who you vibe with that hard and have that much in common with, and like literally can see the perfect life together with. And you have one thing, God forbid, one thing that is so workable that you two can definitely compromise on, or figure out some sort of solution about. But like, it's devastating when it's someone that you feel like you have absolutely everything in common with, and there's just like that one thing that you both disagree on. It's more devastating. It's more upsetting. So yeah, his challenge is to kind of literally just see you for the Empress that you are, regardless of that one opinion or those few things that you two disagree on, and vice versa. Yeah. I'm getting part of that test for your commitment is that, and it involves your home energy. So it's kind of like, how will the two of you deal with disagreements? And it's sometimes, not always, but most of the time, the first way you do something sets the tone for all the rest of the times that you do that thing afterwards, right? Like, so the first time you have a fight, and the way that you two engage in a disagreement and handle that will set the tone for how you two have disagreements for, the foreseeable future. So not always. You can always work around it. You can always work through it, work on becoming better the next time. But for most people, like, the first few times you do something, it sets the tone for how you're going to do those things in the future, right? So, yeah, he wants home energies. He wants to set some sort of home base with you. So whatever that is, like, whether it's like promising each other to be with each other forever, like, I'm getting a promise, promise of commitment. It might be even engagement. It might be even moving in together. It might be even like, if one or both of you have children, integrating that family. There's something about a promise, like taking some sort of action that shows you that he is committed to you, even before the ring, or even before you take these other next big steps. Something to show each other that, like, hey, I'm in it for real. And then as soon as that happens, this happens. Your commitment is tested. And so the test is like, hey, you two committed to each other. Are you going to give up at the first sign of something going wrong? This is an extremely rare divine love. How are you going to handle this? And both of you, thankfully, are very prepared for this situation. And I feel like you handle it with a lot of grace and passed it with flying colors. Wow. Another very unique message from Spirit. Pile 4, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really helps me out. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.